What's up, everyone? Mr. NoobTube Gamer. Today we're playing Modern Warfare 2 again, but the thing is, we're going to be doing something a little bit different today. I'm actually going to be putting the new Modern Warfare 2 up against the original Modern Warfare 2, the very first Call of Duty game that I have ever played. We're going to talk about the gameplay, we're going to talk about the overall presentation, and just overall as sequels, we're going to talk about which game is a better follow-up to the previous game. And by the end of the video, you guys will know which game is more deserving of the title Modern Warfare 2. So let's get started with the original game from 2009, a direct follow-up to Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare, one of the most revolutionary and groundbreaking first-person shooters of all time. How did Modern Warfare 2 live up to that legacy? Oh, it did a damn good job at that. It pretty much took all the good things from Call of Duty 4 and improved upon it dramatically when we're talking about the gunplay and the movement and the overall feel of the game. It is a drastic improvement over Call of Duty 4, which, you know, for 2007, Call of Duty 4 was a good game. Like, it felt great, and the movement and the gunplay, all that was good. But somehow with Modern Warfare 2, even though it was released during the same console generation as Call of Duty 4 and only came out 2 years after, it felt like almost a new generation as far as the gunplay being improved so much, the movement being so much faster and so much better. More customization with your creator class. Back in Call of Duty 4 and World at War, you didn't have any options when it came to your kill streaks. You all had the same 3 kill streaks every single time. But in Modern Warfare 2, you had a bunch of kill streaks to choose from, and they definitely packed a serious punch. We'll talk about the AC-130, Chopper Gunner, Tactical Nuke, of course. The streaks were memorable, they were important, they were actually worth getting, so that was a major improvement over Call of Duty 4. You also had more attachments that you can choose from for your creator class compared to Call of Duty 4. I also think that the map design was a lot better in Modern Warfare 2 compared to Call of Duty 4. While the map design was very similar, I just think that there were a lot more memorable and good maps in MW2 when we're talking about maps like Estate, Favela, High Rise, Skid Row. Almost all the maps in this game are absolutely iconic, which isn't to say that Call of Duty 4 had bad maps, but I think that there's just so much more good maps in Modern Warfare 2 compared to Call of Duty 4. And yes, it's also more unbalanced than Call of Duty 4, even though Call of Duty 4 by itself was a very unbalanced game with Juggernaut and stopping power, and you also had Sonic Boom, which made the grenade launcher. It was pretty much the beginning of the noob tube in Call of Duty, where everyone was shooting grenade launchers every 5 seconds. Well, in Modern Warfare 2, they took that up to 11. Now you had one-man army danger close noob tubes, where you had infinite noob tubes, and you also saw the introduction of death streaks, which gave an advantage to people that kept dying to, like, kind of try to get them back into the game. You had Last Stand, Painkiller, and a bunch of those things that were easier for a bad player to at least get one free kill after they died so many times, which I think we can all agree death streaks were not a good addition to the Call of Duty series. And I know a lot of people do not like the overall balancing of Modern Warfare 2, being that there is no balance. It's the most unbalanced FPS game of all time, by far. But I think in a way, it kind of gives it its own charm and feel compared to every other game in the Call of Duty series and just any other FPS in general. It's really what makes Modern Warfare 2 Modern Warfare 2. It's what made it so memorable, so iconic, and just an overall great experience, was how unbalanced and crazy and chaotic that it was. So I would say as an FPS game, as a Call of Duty game, as a sequel to Call of Duty 4, Modern Warfare 2 checks pretty much every box for me. It is a near perfect sequel and a very important game in the Call of Duty series that took the franchise to the next level. I feel like Modern Warfare 2 was the game that really started to make Call of Duty a mainstream thing in video game culture. So if Call of Duty 4 was the foundation, Modern Warfare 2 was the house after it's completely built up. So that's just a general idea of what Modern Warfare 2 is, what it was all about. So let's talk about the new Modern Warfare 2 that just came out a couple weeks ago, and we're going to talk about the same exact things. Like, how does it hold up as a sequel to Modern Warfare 2019 compared to Modern Warfare 2 as a sequel to Call of Duty 4? And just the overall gameplay presentation, and if it holds a candle to Modern Warfare 2. I think the answer is no. I think in almost every category, the original Modern Warfare 2 absolutely kicks the shit out of the new Modern Warfare 2. And I'm not just saying that because of nostalgia, because the original Modern Warfare 2, as I said earlier, was my first Call of Duty game. No, it's just because if you take all those things that I mentioned earlier about Modern Warfare 2 having drastically improved gunplay, like, you can tell, like, they're just two completely different games. They feel completely different while also having the same foundation, but MW2 improved upon it so much. When you look at Modern Warfare 2, the new one, and you compare that to Modern Warfare 2019, all the changes that you see in the new game, they're not that easy to distinguish, really. Like, the gunplay is virtually identical to Modern Warfare 2019, and some people may say, oh, that's fine because Modern Warfare 2019 had amazing gunplay, which, you know, that's fine, but as a sequel, you would expect the game to do a little bit more than just... And it's not even a fresh coat of paint. I was going to say that, but it's the same exact coat of paint. Like, on my 2060 Super, that's how I know it's the exact copy and paste. I can run the game exactly the same in Modern Warfare 2 than I can with Modern Warfare 2019. I can run the game 144 frames in 1440p on high settings. I would say the overall changes from Modern Warfare 2019, just from a gameplay perspective, are about the same as the changes from Modern Warfare 2, the original, to Modern Warfare 3. They're very, very minuscule at best. Like, you really can't distinguish the two games that much. The big differences, like the perk system and the map design, those, I guess, are the two big changes from the original Modern Warfare 2019. And while that is a welcome improvement, especially when we're talking about the map design, because the maps in Modern Warfare 2019 were absolutely atrocious. The only bad map I can think of in Modern Warfare 2 is that border crossing map. Otherwise, the maps are pretty damn good, but all of the big flaws of Modern Warfare 2019 remain exactly the same. When we're talking about skill-based matchmaking, when we're talking about just it not feeling like a Call of Duty game and feeling more like Rainbow Six Siege, which some people are fine with that. And I guess, you know, as a sequel, it doesn't completely change the game. Like I would think it would actually be weird if they went from tactical Modern Warfare 2019 to a more arcadey Black Ops 2 style game in Modern Warfare 2. So I think it's fine that they maintain the same atmosphere and aesthetic and overall gameplay philosophy from 2019, because as a sequel, that's what they should do. But I feel like as a sequel, they definitely should have done a lot more. Absolutely. I think they wanted to do more, and I think they could have done more, but they were limited by the aging hardware of the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, since they decided to keep supporting those old consoles, and so they weren't able to do as much as they otherwise could have. So I would say overall, the original Modern Warfare 2, not only was it a better sequel, but it was just a better game overall. It was a lot more fun to play, while the new MW2 I just find so boring. I haven't played it in over a week. I am that bored with this shit, and it just came out, and I already quit playing after like 2 or 3 days. I just can't with this game. Maybe if it felt like more than just a simple copy and paste of Modern Warfare 2019, and if they remove skill-based matchmaking, I'd feel a lot differently. But it's just such a wasted opportunity, I feel, because there were a lot of good things, a lot of great things that Modern Warfare 2019 brought to the table, especially the gunsmith and even ground war. But all those things, all those innovations that they did to Call of Duty, they didn't even expand upon it. They just literally copied and pasted it into a quote-unquote new game. At least with Modern Warfare 3, they had an excuse because all of their development team pretty much quit and they had to scramble to finish the game on time, even though I think they should have just delayed it, but whatever. But with Modern Warfare 2, they had 3 years to make this game, and it just falls flat completely. It seems more like a new season of Modern Warfare than a brand new game that took them 3 years to develop. I'd say the only thing that Modern Warfare 2 is an improvement upon over the original MW2 is Spec Ops. It's a lot bigger, it's a lot more grand in scope, and there are a lot more things to do. And I'd say the single player campaign is about even, I would say. I think the campaign has always been a strong suit with a lot of these mid-level Call of Duty games where we're talking about COD Ghost, Advanced Warfare, and the Modern Warfare reboot series, where the multiplayer are average or bad, but the single player is actually really good. That's the funny thing with a lot of these bad COD games. At least you have the single player. Though I would say that Modern Warfare 2, the original, is just so iconic. It's probably gonna always be my favorite campaign in any FPS game. But the new MW2 has a pretty good campaign in its own right. But obviously, multiplayer is going to be the most important aspect of any Call of Duty game, so that's why I spent pretty much all the time talking about multiplayer. But yeah, I just don't understand how anyone could say that the new MW2 is better than the original unless you simply haven't played the original, or if you just suck at video games so much that you need skill-based matchmaking, so you're gonna like that a lot better than an unforgiving game like Modern Warfare 2, where it's very, very hard to be successful in that game because you're dying every 5 seconds. The new MW2 is definitely a lot less chaotic and ridiculous with the balancing. So I guess that would be the reason why someone would prefer the new game over the old one. But as far as gameplay, innovation, and overall fun factor, 2009 MW2 just completely kicks the shit out of 2022 Modern Warfare 2.